It's Toro for the Peter Channel Sunday Morning News on this Sunday morning, August 21st, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Sunday morning, 21st of August, 2016. Here are your news and odds on our top story at 8 a.m. on this Sunday morning is Citizen Trump has more than 100 colleges, foothold in 41 states, and it has more than 33,000 followers, Twitter more than 5 times as following rebel as students of Hillary as when Trump doesn't love you back. Istanbul, Turkey, the Turkish president declared ISIS as likely perpetrator of an attack that killed 50 people and went into the nation's southeastern center. Filipino President Rodrigo Duterte is expected to leave the United Nations in response to criticism of his personal drug crimes and taking office. A 4-month-old boy survived an attack that left 5 people dead, including pregnant women at a home in southwest Alabama, 40 said. Weird, it doesn't matter how many years. Athletes dream of how many times the event tells us about it, how many times they played out of heads as Matthew Sedgwick takes the lead and in the gold in the 1500 meters in the Olympics. Baghdad, Iraq has executed 36 men convicted of taking part in the Islamic State groups massacred hundreds of soldiers in 2014 according to Iraqi officials. London Mayor Sadiq Khan has urged Labour voters to ditch Jeremy Corbyn as leader in photo of the Owen Smith in the party's leadership contest. Mogadishu, Somalia, a suicide bomber detonated in an explosive-laden vehicle at the gates of a local government headquarters in Somalia when another bomber targeted the marketplace, killing at least 9 people, police said Sunday. Private opposition activists say the brother of a wounded Syrian boy who gained international attention is died. The Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said that Ali Deklesh 10 died today from the wounds he sustained. The military pulled the U.S. Special Operations Forces from their northern Syrian position on Syrian military began bombing by attacking Kurdish position around the city of Haskell, according to U.S. defense official on Friday. Cecil Stevens sadly looked to the chum remains of the summit in the 7 California restaurant once visited by Elvis Presley had fallen victim to the Blue Cut wildfire. It's not been a good week for the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare, as slow news from insurance dropping out to the possible fraud among healthcare providers as accumulated in the deluge of negative headlines for one. The idea of a device that can avail the origins of the life of our solar system to begin with a solar cup. Next month, an intention of it by the plastic disposable beverage cup will launch into space aboard the United States mission. Virginia Department of Health officers say a cluster of hepatitis A case of baby searching with smoothies from Tropical Smoothie Cafe locations in Virginia. Victoria Specialist Ministry of Health on Friday began a vaccination campaign against yellow fever with a positive estimate made in Africa, says the top official. HPV shots have been shown to be affected by the many parents are still represented by getting their children vaccinated. What happens when you have to get HPV vaccines? Donald Trump said on Saturday with Latino leaders from nearly dozen states of the latest effort to appeal the battery voters who had largely supported his struggling presidential campaign. Later, the DiCaprio said he would host the Venezuela hoped to schedule conflict and just simulated Joseph Cabildo have stepped in as host. Peter Chaludusa is now 8:03 on this Sunday morning. It's time now for a New England expert in an early morning accident in East Boston, Massachusetts on Route 1A South near Courtyard Marriott. 2 pedestrians were struck requesting photos, 1 non-viable patient. Peter Chaludusa, and according to NECN, they've been hit by a tour bus. Peter Chaludusa is 8:04 on this Sunday morning. It's time now for a sports report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox edged the Detroit Tigers 3-2 tonight. Today, they will be going for a 3-4 series as they will take out the Detroit Tigers with Eduardo Rodriguez bad for the Red Sox. And New England Revolution got shut out by the Columbus Crew Gillette last night. 2-0. How often we get it as getting a hotly anticipated event that is headlined by a fight that there's no two division rivals that serves for a little more than bragging rights in the end. Kevin Durant coming on Anthony and the U.S. will seek in basketball gold for the final day of Rio 2016. Samantha when Olympic gold in the 8 meter by Great British Lindsay shot missed out of middle for she finished 6. Boston Celtics added one more card named to their All Credit Russell by this week by agreeing terms with undrafted guard Buckets Richardson for a training camp deal. Brazil's Golden Games continued. Britain's Golden Games continued early on Sunday as Farah celebrated the place as Britain's greatest ever track athlete. Nicola Adams killed the first woman to successfully defend an Olympic boxing child Liam Heath. Liam Heath paddled with victory in the cave, won to a mere canoe. You have to wait until a very long time for your next Olympic fix. Saturday, the Games of Tokyo don't get in going until 2020. Peter Children's time is 8:05 on this Sunday morning. It's time now for a traffic and transit report. The Orange Prince Barter Lane between Ruggles and Roxbury Crescent today. It's going to be the last day, and buses are going to replace Orange service between Forest Hills and Ruggles stations. Start the end of service today, but the subway system is looking good, and on the commuter rail, Worcester Line train 25 at 7 a.m. from Worcester is operated 30 minutes late between Grafton and South Station due to a mechanical issue. And please put off Fitchburg trains the airport platforms at Bartlett stations today. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, take a look at highways and byways around the region. Let's start up down in New York City, where the only slow spot we can ever see is the 7th Street Parkway, a little slow just around the Cross Island Parkway in Elmont. But otherwise, highways and byways in New York City are looking good except the Lincoln Tunnel on the eastbound side, just a little slow headed towards Midtown Manhattan. 78 on the westbound side, it is close between Hall Tunnel and down to Newark. Okay, let's start it up. Okay, in Connecticut, A4 westbound side, it is a little slow just around Route 91 home for Connecticut. But highways and byways of Connecticut and Rhode Island on western and central Massachusetts are looking good. Eastern Massachusetts, 298 eastbound side, a little slow just around 485 out in Marlborough. And the highways and byways of Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine are looking good. East of the southbound side, slow after the Canadian border up in upstate New York. 190 in the southbound side, it's a little slow in Niagara Falls, New York, but the ferry is looking good from New York to Erie. Highways and byways of Pennsylvania are looking good. Maryland and the Virginias and Delaware and DC are looking good. Let's study up down in the southeastern United States. Interstate 35 on the southbound side, little slow headed towards Fort Worth and Dallas. And otherwise, the highways and byways in the southeast are looking good. Out in the Midwest, Interstate 96 on the westbound side, it's a little slow just around 275 around northwest of Detroit, but highways and byways in the Midwest are looking good at Interstate 75 on the northbound side, little slow at Mackinac City, Michigan. And Interstate 5 on the northbound side, it's a little slow at Route 10 in Los Angeles. Interstate 5 on the southbound side, just slow around from San Diego to Tijuana, Mexico. Okay, that's traffic around the U.S. And now, it's 8:08, and it's time now for a weather report on the Peter Channel News Time, 8:08. And it is a beautiful start to your morning. Clear blue skies, sun in the air. Oh, it's a clear blue start to your morning. But first, let's take a look at what is going on in the tropics. Alright, the latest on Fiona. 45 mile of winds, southern location 22.2 to the north, 51.7 to the west. Alright, latest public advisory. Fiona moving west northwest over the open Atlantic, and there are no close watch waters effect. At 5 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of tropical Fiona was located near latitude 22.2 to the north, longitude 51.7 to the west. Fiona is moving towards the west northwest near 60 miles an hour. This general motion is expected to continue during the next couple of days. Maximum say winds up 2 degrees through 45 miles an hour. Gusts gradually weaken is forecast during the next 4 years. Tropical storm force winds up to 6 miles from the center, and the estimated minimum center pressure is 1,006 millibars at 29.71 inches. Alright, 2 more disturbances. Disturbance number 1. Disorganized showers and a few thunderstorms associated with it. Tropical wave, looking about 1150 miles east of the Western Hills. If I'm condition forecast to be marginally conductive for development during the next few days. And then the development should be slow to occur. The system is expected to move westward and then westward northwestward 50-20 miles across the tropical Atlantic Ocean about the eastern Caribbean Sea and then near the Greater Antilles. Formation chance for 4 hours, low 20%. Formation chance for 5 days, medium 50%. And disturbance number 2. Clouds and thunderstorms are located over the far east. Let of course exertion a low pressure area rate and tropical wave that has moved off to the west coast of Africa. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducted for the development and the tropical pressure likely to form during the next couple of days while the system moves westward and then northwestward over to the eastern tropical Atlantic Ocean. The formation chance for 4 hours high 70%, formation chance for 5 days high 9%. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, because most nights got 84 degrees, slight southwest eastward about 5 to 10 miles in the morning. Tonight, showers possibly a dozen maybe before 4 a.m. Then in Chester, showers and thousands after 4 a.m. Thunderstorms produce heavy rain. Petrock after 10 p.m. Waters low at 66 degrees. Southward about 6 miles coming after midnight. Anticipation 9%. New rain for miles and a half an inch possible. Monday, cloudy flat mid-morning, then gradually included higher at 81 degrees. Northwest about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Monday night, clear sky about 52 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour. For Tuesday, sunny clear sky about 79 about 56 degrees. Northwest wind about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Wednesday, sunny most clear sky about 85 about 62 degrees. Thursday, sunny bulk clouds about 86 about 65 degrees. And for Friday, most parts of the most clouds about 86 about 68 degrees. And for Saturday, most sides about 86 degrees. Currently here, not here, it is a clear blue skies and the temperature is 63 degrees with humidity at 96%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Gentle Sunday morning news on the Sunday morning August 21st, 2069. Please have a good morning and a good passage. And I'll see you for the afternoon news report. Hope you have a good morning.